woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. Of course her parents don't have a problem with me being black. She's past the wall. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome. So you got drunk at a frat party, then fucked the football team? You're not a rape victim, sweetheart. You're a slut.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 233rd edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. It is Monday, April 2nd, 2018. YouTube is actually kind of buggy right now. I'm pretty sure I'm live, but I was just told that no channels are showing on YouTube. But it appears that all of my videos are playable and everything. Okay, here we are. So Fitness for Life says it's showing just fine. Lorenzo Davis is here. Wants to know how. Okay, all right, very good. So I use a service called Restream. So I'm actually seeing the chat. I can't see the chat in YouTube because I don't have the YouTube channel up because there's an internal service error. But I'm able to see it through the Restream software that I'm using. So if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, I'm actually seeing everybody's comments. So it appears that everything is good to go. We are brought to you in part by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on the planet. Guys, buy Happy Hippo kratom through my affiliate link to help yourself and support the show. If you're looking for a caffeine-free energy boost with laser-focused and mood enhancement, look no further than Happy Hippo kratom. Buy it through my affiliate link and save an additional 30% when you pay with Bitcoin, and there is no limit to how much you can buy with that huge 30% discount. And by the way, that also includes your shipping. We are broadcasting live to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously. Facebook Live and Instagram is where I have my pre-show Q&A. You can ask questions via the comments in the chat, or you can come on live with me. We always have a great time and have very interesting discussions and exchange some pretty valuable information. Very interesting discussion, so be sure to get in on that. Those usually start around 4:15 Eastern, 1:15 Pacific. You can support the show via Super Chat, or you can contribute through the TSR contribution link, which is www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp, where 100% of your donation goes directly to the show. I love it when you guys Super Chat because it pays the bills around here. But if you want more of your contribution to make it to the show, www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp is the best way to do that. Shout out to Tim Jefferson with the $5 Super Chat. So it appears that all systems are go. Looks like YouTube is just a little bit buggy. It doesn't look like any channels are showing, but it looks like all of the videos are working for everybody. Shout out to Bob in Sacramento with yet another $40 contribution. Bob in Sacramento, by far and away, the biggest TSR Live contributor. He's been a contributor since October of 2016. And listen, he's donated and contributed for hell, a year and a half, almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in October. But shout out to Bob in Sacramento. My guess is that he's probably contributed somewhere in the neighborhood of about $1,000. One of these days, I'm going to go through and actually count how much he has contributed. But again, and Bob hates it when I give him a shout out because he's a humble guy and everything. But Bob in Sacramento, thank you very much for your contribution. I'm going to echo Freelance Ronin's sentiment there. Your contributions are always much appreciated. Appreciate that. This segment of TSR Live, or this episode 233 of TSR Live, is brought to you by the Credit Pros. Guys, do you have bad credit? Have your credit applications been rejected due to unemployment, slow pays, or even identity theft? Well, I have something that can help. Guys, call the Credit Pros at 855-657-7974 and schedule a free evaluation to start repairing your credit. They specialize in removing bad credit items from credit reports. And get this, you don't pay until the items are removed, gentlemen. I'll say it again. You don't pay until the items are removed. So call 855-657-7974 and schedule a free evaluation and start putting your credit problems behind you. Guys, divorce destroys men. That's no secret. The fact that our court systems are heavily biased towards women. Women are now incentivized to file for divorce because in all likelihood, they get full custody of the children. They're going to be entitled to half of your present and future earnings and use of the family home if men roll over and play dead and just let the system do what it does. But what men don't realize is that they don't have to get taken to the cleaners in divorce court or family court if they play their cards right. Yes, the odds are always stacked against us, but there are things that men can do to mitigate the inevitable damage that a divorce could cause, and that's what we're going to talk about here today, guys. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, and by the way, this particular episode was submitted by Paul S. He's one of my Patreon contributors. And he asked me to do an episode on this. I think it was late last week or earlier this week. But a lot of guys have asked me to do a show on divorce. Listen, I've been divorced before, but I don't have any kids. My divorce was literally painless. I was broke. We didn't have any money. We didn't have any kids. So all we had to do was sign our names, and that was that. So again, I speak from a little bit of experience here, but just with all the research and everything that I've done, the stories that I've heard, I've decided to go ahead and put this episode together. I think it's really going to help you guys out. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, I'm going to go ahead and put this disclaimer out here. This is not legal advice, nor is it intended to be. I am not an attorney. I am not a legal professional. Everything I am about to tell you should be evaluated by an attorney who has a bar license to practice law in the state that you live in. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about 10 things that you absolutely must do to survive and even win your divorce. Now, keep in mind, guys, that all state laws are different. And because no two circumstances are exactly alike, your results are probably going to vary. You guys understand that. But the advice that I'm going to give you guys today is universal. This is all based on common sense. It's based on survival. It's based on protecting yourself. And most of all, it's based on having a good working knowledge of female nature from a red pill perspective. You're not going to get this kind of advice anywhere. Anybody who tells you, hey man, I've been through divorce, I can help you out. No. You're blue pill. You don't have that 5%er mindset. You're the guy who thinks that you should love a woman from the, no. I don't need divorce advice from men who have been fucked in the ass by the court system, who still doesn't get it, who still thinks that not all women are like that. So the first thing we're going to do here is we are going to define the word win when it comes to divorce. So what do we consider a win in divorce court? Few things. Number one, 50-50 custody agreement, if not getting full custody as the father. Little to no child support. And none is usually, there's very little needed if there is 50-50 custody or if you have full custody of the kids. Another thing that will contribute to a win, you can feel like you won your divorce if you keep what you came in with. So if you brought money, if you brought a car, if you brought a house to a divorce, being able to keep that after your divorce, that's definitely a win. Keeping most of your present and future earnings and hopefully no alimony. Now, obviously, this isn't always possible. You guys are going to have to understand that you are going to take a financial loss in some way, shape, or form in a divorce. But the idea is to not get taken to the cleaners. For example, you might have to pay a small amount in child support if there's a huge discrepancy in your earnings because she doesn't make as much as you do. But that amount, I can promise you, it's not going to be enough to make or break you if you get 50-50 custody. You're going to have to take a financial hit regardless, but keeping it to a minimum is definitely a win, definitely a part of a win. Now, a loss, here, we've defined what a win could possibly be. Let's define a loss. A loss would be your wife getting full custody, you paying a ridiculous amount of child support, giving up the family car, giving up the family house, losing your car or cars, plural, her getting a piece of your 401k, your IRA, your Roth IRA, your savings, your pension. That would be a huge loss. The idea, guys, is to keep as much of all of your personal assets and your kids as humanly possible. If you manage to hang on to most of what you came into the relationship with, you get 50-50 custody of the kids, and you keep most of what you make now and in the future, that is a huge win for a man in a divorce. So now that we've established what a win is, let's go ahead and get started with the 10 things that men can do to not get fucked over by the court system. Number one, this is a mental thing. You have to accept the fact that she's gone. You have to accept that she has moved on and that there is zero chance to reconcile. Many men make the huge mistake of thinking that there is a chance to reconcile. They still love their wives. Even though things have been shitty for the last 5 years, they want to hold on to what the first 6 months of the relationship was like. They want to hold on to what the first year of marriage was like, what the relationship was like before the kids. Guys, put that out of your mind. That woman, she is not that woman anymore. She wants a divorce. Guys, she is already, listen, she's either fucking other guys or she already has a boyfriend. She has moved on. She does not love you anymore. Listen, a woman can only fall in love with you one time. As soon as a woman falls out of love with you, she will never fall in love with you again. She may fuck you a few times, right? You may become a beta schlub, and then she falls out of love with you. Then all of a sudden you turn yourself into this alpha dude after finding the red pill. It doesn't matter who you are. She is never going to fall in love with you twice. She may fuck you until the end of time. She's never going to fall in love with you twice. And once you lose a woman's love, it's impossible to get it back. When you hold on to the idea that you might get back together or that you might reconcile with her, you are delaying the inevitable. And sometimes, gentlemen, she might make you think there's a chance. But guess what? She is setting you up. So why would a woman make a man think that there's a chance to reconcile when clearly there is not? This one's easy, guys. More money, more child support, more of your shit. Do not let a woman who wants to divorce you tempt you with the possibility of reconciliation. It is false and it is a trap. Accept that she has moved on and that there is no chance to reconcile. That is step number one when it comes to surviving and even winning a divorce. Put the thought of a reunion, put the thought of getting back together out of your mind. She does not love you. She is fucking someone else. And if you need to put it in your mind, listen, you might have to sting yourself with these thoughts. You may still love your wife, but to keep those thoughts out of your head, think of her getting pounded in the ass by another man. Okay? Think of her sucking another man's cock. That shit's gonna hurt. That shit's gonna sting. Let that shit sting. Listen, you have to make your mind understand it is over. Because the minute you think that you might be able to reconcile with her, she's got you. Then she's got you agreeing to certain things. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. She's going to have your mind completely twisted. You're delaying the inevitable. And then, if you think that there's a chance for reconciliation, the divorce is so much longer and so much more painful than it has to be. Number 2, do not move out. Guys, a lot of men, when their wives tell them, I want a divorce, you have to move out, they automatically think that they have to. Again, she's setting you up. If you move out, that could be characterized as abandonment, guys. She could tell the court system, I told him I wanted a divorce, and he just completely abandoned me and the kids. He's an unfit father. He can't be the father of my kids. He abandoned us. He abandoned the kids in their time of need. Give me full custody. Because I didn't abandon my kids. I stayed here with them. If the house, again, understand this, guys. If the house or apartment is in your name, or if your name is on the lease or the mortgage, you have every right to be there as she does. And again, ask your attorney. Again, this isn't legal advice, but my guess is that if your name is on the deed, if your name is on if it's on the mortgage, if it's on the lease, guys, just because she asks you to move out doesn't mean you have to move out. She can say to you, I talked to a lawyer and he says you have to move out. Show me the paperwork. Show me an eviction notice. Don't take her word for it. If she asks you to move out, don't. It is your place too. Now, on the flip side, don't kick her out. Because you want to know what she's going to do? She's going to take the kids, and then she's going to say you kicked her out. Your Honor, I told him I wanted a divorce, and he kicked me out. I had no money. I had no place to go. Me and the kids were destitute. I was lucky to be able to stay with my sister in her 2-bedroom apartment. We're all crammed in one apartment. She will use that ammunition against you. If you don't move out, okay? So she asks you to move out. If you don't move out, she absolutely will move out. She wants nothing to do with you. She wants to be able to fuck her boyfriend, the guy she's been fucking for the last year. She wants to be able to fuck him in privacy. Now that she knows she doesn't really have to be accountable to you, now she needs a place to fuck him where you're not around. Well, she's not going to do it in the house, right? Or she's not going to do it if you're there. That's why she asked you to leave, so she can have somebody else come in and fuck her. Don't do that. If she leaves, you make sure you document that she left on her own accord and that you didn't force her to. Dude, record the again, I don't really know how you would do this, right? Like, I'm thinking maybe record the conversation, maybe a video camera, but then, there are laws that say, well, listen, that's not admissible if she doesn't know she's being recorded. Somehow, some way. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not creative in this way. You have to figure out how to document. You have to figure out how to document that you didn't kick her out, that you didn't force her out, okay? Listen, and actually a good idea is to talk to an attorney and figure out how you can establish that she left of her own free will and volition. I'm sure there are plenty of attorneys. I'm sure there are plenty of attorneys out there that can advise you on what to do that, or on how to do that. She will, and here's the thing, if you kick her out, she will also tell the kids that you kicked her out. She will try to turn the kids against you, and I'll get into that a little bit later. So again, don't move out. Don't kick her out. If you move out, she'll tell the kids, she'll tell the court, and everybody that she can think of, he abandoned us. But if you kick her out, she'll tell those same people, he kicked us out. I wanted a divorce. He was butthurt, so he kicked us out. Me and the kids. Oh, it was so terrible. No, everybody stays put. You're not leaving. You make her leave. Okay? Don't make her leave, but you're not leaving. That's just how it is. Good comment by Sharp Assist says, outwit, outplay, outlast. Exactly. Totally agree. Totally agree. Gotta do that. Number 3. Hire a female attorney. Guys, I have reached out. I've reached out to Marilyn York probably no less than a dozen times, asking her permission to run one of her videos, one of her ads on my YouTube channel. I know some guys like to put it on TV and then record it with their phone, so it's not technically copyright. Listen, man, I'm Donovan Sharp. I've already got I'm under enough scrutiny as it is. I don't want to take any chances. Go to YouTube Marilyn York. This is the kind of female attorney you want. Guys, the reason why females don't like other females, any woman you ask, who's easier to get along with, men or women? 11 out of 10 females will tell you, well, men are easier to get along with. Well, females don't like each other because they know each other. They know how slutty, they know how nefarious, they know how fucking fake they all are. This is why they don't like each other. Females also know how other females work within a divorce, and they know the shit that they try to pull. Female attorneys, gentlemen, they won't buy into the bullshit because they, too, are women. So when your ex-wife is sobbing and crying, oh, and he did this and he did that, your female attorney will advise you, her attorney, and the judge that she will act accordingly. In other words, she's not going to buy into the bullshit. Okay? Here's another thing. If you hire a male attorney, future ex-wives will flirt with your male attorney. I've heard this happening several times. Several of my friends in Vegas have been through divorces. And no less than 2 or 3 of them said, yeah, my wife actually was trying to flirt with my attorney when we were in court. Guys, hire a female attorney. Listen, I'm never one that advocates that you should ever hire a female for anything other than for nurturing activities. Hire a female to clean your house. Hire a female to cook your meals. Hire a female to fuck, right? If you're into prostitutes, right? Don't hire a female to design your house. Don't hire a female to build your house. Don't hire a female to do anything that matters as far as masculine activities are concerned, except for when it comes to divorce. Don't hire a female attorney to defend you in a criminal case. Hire a male attorney. Hire a female dude. Don't hire a female attorney if you're looking to get off on a traffic ticket. The only time you need to hire a female attorney is when you're in a divorce. Guys, it is the best move you'll ever make. Google YouTube Marilyn York. Marylin York. Like the city New York. This is the kind of female attorney you need. This woman keeps it 100, and my guess is she's probably the only female attorney who has the balls to actually put her face out there like that. Step number 4. Be very, very careful about what you write, about what you say, and about what you text. Guys, divorce is very emotional. The woman you love, the mother of your kids has just told you, I want a divorce. This is emotional. That's understandable. But this is where she will try to reconcile with you or give you the impression that she's trying to reconcile with you. But anything that you say, anything that you write, anything that you text can and will be used against you in a court of law. A lot of people can quote the Miranda rights when you're arrested. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford one will be appointed to you. Do you understand these rights as they have been read to you? I may or may not have been read my rights no less than a dozen times. Anyway, what gets lost in translation is the very first line of the Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. They are telling you you have the right to shut the fuck up because anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Don't start talking. You have the right to remain silent. If they ask you, what were you doing here? You don't have to say shit. I am invoking my right to remain silent. Put me in the handcuffs. Take me downtown. I want to talk to a lawyer. So here's an example about being careful about what you say, write, or text. So if she says, okay, you could tell her, okay, I will let you have custody, right? You think she's going to reconcile? You think she's going to reconcile? Well, you know what? I just need some me time. I don't even know if I want a divorce, but I'll tell you what. We can just separate. Just listen, I'll take the kids, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll give you custody. She will use that and say you agree to it. I don't know if that would stand on its own grounds as far as it being in court to give her custody, but that would certainly hurt your case. It certainly wouldn't help it. Watch what you say, watch what you write. You could go on some emotional tirade, right? You can say, you fucking bitch, I'm going to bash your head and I'm going to fucking kill you guys. She'll use that and say you threatened her, which makes you an unfit, abusive father. Here's another example. You might divulge inadvertently that you have a side business or an additional stream of income by saying, well, my Patreon money comes in. When my Patreon money comes in, I'll pay for little Johnny's doctor appointment. Bing! She caught that. She will use that, and the court will investigate that source of income to paint you as dishonest and add that to your child support. Shout out to Freelance Ronan with the $5 donation. He says TSR in full effect. Hashtag respect. If you really want to get careful, get a third party or an arbiter, okay, to arbitrate any and all of your communications so that there's no mistaking what you said. You don't want anything to be misinterpreted, misconstrued. I'm telling you, listen, and we're going to get into this later. Women are going to use anything they can to strengthen their case against you. And I do mean anything. Be careful about what you write, about what you say, and about what you text, guys. Think very, very... My anger management counselor tells me this every week. He says, Donovan, think very carefully before you act. Think very carefully before you speak. Guys, you have to do the same thing when you're talking with... Listen, talking with your soon-to-be ex-wife, dude, that is a minefield. You have to be very, very careful. If anything, dude, honestly, you might just be like, look, talk to my lawyer, talk to my lawyer, talk to my lawyer. Number 5. This is a huge one. Do not agree to anything. Don't verbally agree to anything. Don't verbally agree or don't agree via text. Don't agree via email. Again, guys, She will try to appeal to the male sense of fairness, the male provider and protector instinct. Guys, she's doing this to set you up. She might say, well, we could use a little extra child support because I lost my job. You want to take care of your kids. You still love her. You want to take care of, okay, fine. I'll give you X amount of dollars. Guys, she's doing that to set you up. Guys, she knows that you still love her and she knows you still love the kids. She will exploit that. She will attempt to agree to certain things to get more shit for herself. Guys, listen, women are selfish and they will use any and all techniques to get as much as they can out of you legally or otherwise. Guys, don't fall for it. Don't fall for the guilt trip stuff. Don't fall for the, you don't love your kids? You don't want to be a good father? This is why you need to limit your communication with her in the first place and watch what you write, say, and text to begin with. Don't let her sharp angle you with shit like this. Again, I don't know the laws, but I'm pretty sure that could be used against you in court. Because here's the thing. She can show text messages that says that you've agreed to give her an extra $1,000 a month for child support. She can use an email that you sent where you agreed to pay the health insurance for all of them. She can record a phone conversation that reveal that you agree to let her have the house and the kids in the full custody. Do not agree to anything. Do not give her anything. All of this needs to be done through your female attorney. And don't buy into her threats either, guys. Don't buy into this, well, they're going to give me the house anyway. The kids, the car, the dog, and half your paycheck, so you might as well do it anyway. Guys, that bitch doesn't know one way or the other. That's why she's trying to get you to agree to it outside of the courtroom. Anything she gets should be court-ordered and negotiated through your attorney. Don't agree to anything, guys. Communicate guys, here's the thing. Communicate with her with the mindset that she is trying to fuck you over. Guys, don't get caught up in trying to be the good guy. That's just useless, man. This is where women fucking hang niggas. All right, I'm going to try to get him to be the good guy. You don't love me anymore? You don't love the kids? And before you know it, he's getting fucked in the ass by the long arm of the law. Too many men get caught up in trying to look like the good guy, which is understandable because women are experts at smear campaigns, and I'll get into this later. Do not agree to anything without your lawyer present. I'm here to tell you, don't do it. Guys, if you are looking for a rock-solid supplement to the show, sign up for Donovan's Den on Patreon for just $5 a month. Guys, you're going to get a shitload of useful information as well as guidance and actionable skills that you can put into practice today and take your game and your life to the next level. Listen, I teach you guys how to become absolutely fearless when talking to beautiful women. Listen, a lot of guys struggle with approach anxiety, and I was no different. But I implemented a strategy that completely destroyed my fear of talking to pretty girls, and it changed everything for me, and I share that exact method on Donovan's Den. I teach you guys how to handle each and every shit test women like to deploy. I talk about how they deploy shit tests, why they do it, how to respond if you want to increase your chances of fucking them, and earning their respect and adoration within the context of a long-term relationship. I give you guys a few tips on how to become more attractive to women before learning game. Guys think you have to have game to attract women, and that is true most of the time. But there are things that you can do to increase your sexual prospects while you're learning game so that you can still get laid without running game. I talk about undercover slut tells that most men are aware of. Guys, women engage in all sorts of activities that we as a culture just pass off as normal and healthy behavior. But a lot of them are obvious slut tells, and we never find out about them until it's too late. If she lives alone, she's definitely a slut because she doesn't want, guys, she's definitely a slut because she doesn't want to do that walk of shame in front of her roommates or explain to her parents or relatives why there was a dude in the bathroom that morning. If she's ever been married, she's a slut. Recently separated or divorced women are the easiest lays out there, guys. She hasn't been attracted to her husband in years, okay? And now that she doesn't live under the same roof, she gives her pussy to just about any guy she meets. Her mechanic, the guy who makes her coffee, the guy that delivers her Amazon packages, her coworkers, her boss, her neighbors. Listen, there are many more undercover slut tells, and you'll find out what they all are when you sign up for Donovan's Den. I answer the age-old question, does size matter? I talk about why cougars aren't all they're cracked up to be. As a society, guys, we think that cougars are the best options for men because they don't play games or because they're older and don't have time to play games. They're more experienced, they're more mature, and they're always ready to fuck. We watch porn, we watch TV shows, and we see these 40-something women with these fake tits and tight bodies, and we all think that cougars are just like they're portrayed on TV and porn movies. Guys, I fucked a shitload of these broads, and trust me when I tell you, they are not what they are advertised to be. I completely break down and dispel the cougar myth, piece by piece, and I give you guys the real story on these bitches and what to expect from them if you decide to fuck with them. I also tell you guys how I lost over 100 pounds. I also talk about how to make a woman invest in you. Guys, women rarely walk away from relationships they've invested time, money, and emotion into. I teach you guys exactly how to extrapolate valuable commodities out of women to make her far less likely to fuck up your relationship with bad behavior. I teach you guys how to build a bigger, stronger penis and last longer in bed. Yes, you can grow your penis. That is not a myth. I talk about how to preserve your most valuable commodities, which are your freedom, your health, your money, your time. I talk about performance-enhancing substances such as testosterone replacement therapy and HGH. I'll give you guys the real breakdown on this stuff based on my personal experience because I'm doing them both now as we speak. I teach you guys how to get anal sex out of women, why it's important, and why it mentally and physically takes possession of her and makes her yours and yours alone. I teach you guys how keeping a cycle calendar on your woman gives you an unfair advantage over every man in your life. Listen, dudes will write me and they'll ask why the girl they're fucking wants to marry him one day, murder him the next day, have 8 of his kids the day after that, and then act like a complete bitch after she tells him she loves him. If he kept a cycle calendar on his woman, he would understand what she's doing, why she's acting the way she's acting, and what to expect. It's almost like having a crystal ball that separates you from every man in her life with a cycle calendar. Donovan's Den will take you to the next level, guys. So sign up today on Patreon for just $5 a month. That's less than 17 cents a day. On that same note, if you are looking for a mentor to help you during your red pill transformation, or if you need guidance to help you navigate a particular situation, or if you're just looking for unfiltered sound advice on any and all red pill related circumstances, go to donovansharp.com, click on the consult tab, and fill out the questionnaire. It'll probably take you about 10 or 15 minutes to fill out, and I did this on purpose to make sure you're serious. Fill out the form, and from there, I will decide whether or not you need a full consultation or just a little advice. Either way, I'll get back with you within 1 business day. That's one-on-one consultation with Donovan Sharp. All right, let me see if my channel is working again. All right, because I want to be able to get to the comments. Nope, my channel is still not working, guys. I know that I'm live, and let's see here. I know that I'm live, and I know that the channel, let me go to my dashboard. So I can see some of the chats. I can see all of the chats as they come in, but I'm not able to scroll up. The service that I use, Restream.io, is not, it's not allowing me to scroll up and see the previous chat, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. Let's see. Reginald Dove says, the girl you fell in love with either never existed or died a long time ago. You're dealing with a demon now. Verify everything she says. Yes. Never believe what a soon-to-be ex-wife tells you. Absolutely. Bang Bang Women. Bang Bang Lemon says, so it's obvious not to marry Western women anymore. So what happens when she questions why she is still a girlfriend? So Bang Bang Lemon, so that's a shit test, right? So what he's asking is, if a girlfriend is still questioning why she's a girlfriend, just tell her, I'm not ready to get married yet. Well, is it me, or is it, listen, sweetheart, I'm not ready to get married yet. Like, you can either stay or you can leave, but I'm not ready to get married yet. Eventually, who knows? Who knows what can happen? But no, we're not going to have this marriage conversation. Reginald Dub wants to know if I can do a show about how men can live well after she leaves you. I think that's what my entire show is about, Reginald. That's a very broad question. Just live the red pill life. $97 people watching on YouTube. Got a few more people watching on Facebook. Let us continue. Let us continue with the 10 things that men need to do to survive and even win a divorce. Number 6, do not get your friends and family involved. Guys, listen. I know it's hard, and I know you want to vent to somebody. Guys, don't tell them anything. Don't give them details, no nothing, because here's why. Your soon-to-be ex-wife could get information out of them and use what you've told them against you. Okay? You could vent to your buddy and text her, that fucking bitch cheated on me, I could kill her. Your buddy could inadvertently tell your soon-to-be ex-wife this and other things you've said to him in confidence and blow up your whole spot. Sometimes, she will even put her own family up to befriending you and giving you a false sense of security to get you to say or text or write anything that could damage your case. Guys, this happens all the time. If you need someone to talk to a therapist. They are bound by patient, I think doctor-patient confidentiality. So they are legally obligated to shut the fuck up about your shit. Shout out to AR4 with the 10 PLN. Says greetings from Lublin, Poland. Appreciate that. And here's the thing, guys. Your family might have your best interest at heart. Because they probably do. But all it takes is one of her family members to reach out to one of your family members. Something gets said about what you said, and it turns into a big thing, guys. Tell your family to remain radio silent about everything and instruct them not to communicate with any of her family members. Number 7. This is a big one. Deactivate all social media. Gentlemen, I cannot express to you how important this is. Divorces are literally won and lost on social media. Women and their families, okay, will have your Facebook, your Instagram, and your Twitter under constant surveillance to spot anything that could help her and hurt you. Shout out to Shanzir with 22 NOK. I have no idea what these currencies are, but I appreciate it. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I know it's tempting to show your soon-to-be ex-wife that you're doing fine without her, and which you're not, because you want it to look that way, which is understandable. But guys, that's a lose-lose situation. You post a picture of you and a hot girl you're fucking, she will claim that you cheated on her with that girl, which makes you a bad husband and a bad father. She'll also question if you brought her around your children. Well, I don't know anything about her. I don't want that bitch around my kids. You post a picture of yourself on vacation. How did you pay for that? You post a picture of you buying something nice. How did you pay for that? Where did that extra money come from? Post something about what you're doing, and she'll say something witty like, well, if you're doing X, Y, and Z, then where are the kids? And that'll expose you. And again, she's polluting the court of public opinion. Post a selfie of you in your house or wherever you are. She might pick up on something in the background that could hurt your case. This is what they do. Women will also use social media to start a dialogue about the divorce to bait you into saying something stupid so she can turn it around and say that you threatened her or something to that effect. God, listen, we've all seen it, right? We've all seen these knockdown, drag-out fights on Facebook between soon-to-be divorced couples or broken-up couples, right? With all the mudslinging involved. And if you get involved in that nonsense, guys, I'm here to tell you, it is a lose-lose situation for you. They always take the woman's side. The man's side never looks good. Guys, to avoid all that nonsense, deactivate everything and tell your friends and family not to pay attention to anything that she or her family members post or say. Plus, when she's running her smear campaign, she can't tag you in her posts, guys. Not that her friends and family, won't see your name, but if you're off social media, it has much less of an impact on them and you because you're not seeing and hearing about it, and most importantly, you're not reacting to it. And tell your friends and family not to tell you anything about what she's posting on social media. Don't make this a fucking soap opera. You want to be in and out of this deal. Now, the reason we want to stay on social media when we're about to be divorced, as I take a sip here, is we want her to see the awesome life that we're living, right? But if you play your cards right, if you play your cards right, guys, you will be able to take that victory lap. So when it's all over and you've played your cards right and the dust is settled and everything's been agreed to, the custody order is in place and everything's taken care of, then you can post pictures of you and your hotter, tighter, younger blonde girlfriend with huge tits laying on the beach sipping pina coladas. And trust me, that picture will eventually get back to your ex-wife. Don't play that game in the middle of a divorce. You wait until the gavel bangs, then you let her know how you're living. Guys, don't get into my life is better than you contest with your wife on Facebook. You're never going to lose. Because then the next thing you know, dude, she's going to be posting pictures of her and Jamar, right? Her and Tyrone. And y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Well, I went down to Cabo and fucked, 18 Latin lovers. Like, no, that is a lose-lose situation. Listen, your wife is going to crash and burn. It's inevitable. Women are designed to self-destruct when left to their own devices. When they get a divorce, they are left to their own devices. This is why single mothers are a train wreck. Be patient. Bide your time. Play your cards right. Think about what you say and do. Deactivate all social media, and you will come out the winner in the end. Number 8. This one's another personal one. Take up a productive hobby and start improving yourself. I think it was Reginald Dove who asked the question, hey, how do you live a good life after she leaves you? Divorces do take an emotional toll, guys. They hurt. Even if you don't love her anymore, even if you knew the marriage was over, it's still hard. Okay? This is just how it is. Guys, start lifting weights. Write a book. Ride a bike, build ships and bottles, do whatever you have to do, isolate yourself, do whatever you have to do to get your mind off of your divorce and improve yourself as a man. Guys, don't start drinking or doing drugs because it makes it much, much worse. Do not do that. Take a productive hobby, start living the red pill life, isolate yourself, strengthen your body and your mind. That'll make things much, much easier. King Life says, what if she still has pictures on you and her from a trip, but none of the new fiance, but everything the guy buys her? King Life, you can't control what she has, dude. You can't control what she has. Listen, again, how would you know that she has pictures if your social media is deactivated? You can't worry about what she's doing. All you can control is about what you have. Don't give her, guys, listen, don't give her ammunition, because if you give it to her, she's going to use it. But regardless of whatever pictures or whatever, don't worry about what she has. Worry about you and yours. Yes, King Life on Facebook. This is why you have to deactivate your Facebook. Again, I'll ask the question, how would you know that she has pictures of all this other stuff? No, don't block her social media, Sir Trix-a-Lot. Deactivate all of your social... Dude, get off of social media. If you're in the middle of a divorce, guys, off of social media. Get off of Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Dude, get off of all of that stuff. I'm telling you right now. I said it before and I'll say it again, guys. Divorces are won and lost on social media. Dude, fuck around and not listen if you want to. Right? Dude, when you're on social media battling a woman, you are on her turf. You're in her territory. She has the court of public opinion in one corner while playing you against the court of law. You cannot win in a social media arena. You cannot do it. Get off of social media, right? Well, same with an ex-girlfriend, there, King Life. If you and your girlfriend have a bad breakup, there's nothing legal at play. Dude, just get off delete your social media for a little while. Take 3 months off, recover, and then make an assist, and then make a return. That's what you do. I'm telling you guys, social media makes everything worse. If you're going through a breakup, it makes everything worse. Get off social media. Deactivate everything. Number 9, and this is a big one. Document everything. Document phone calls, text messages, email correspondence. That eliminates the he said, she said. And remember not to give her anything to use against you. Because guess what, guys? She's going to be documenting everything too. So when you're with your kids, right? Keep all the receipts of everything you've bought for them. Clothes, food, school supplies, doctor's appointments, tuba lessons, etc. That shows that you are a good father who is consistent with taking care of his kids. When you are out and about with your kids, right, and you take the kids out for fun, take pictures, take selfies, take videos to show that they like being with you and that they love you, right? Take pictures of you eating ice cream. Take pictures of you watching movies. Take pictures of you painting, playing in the yard. Anything and everything that you can think of that puts you in a good light as a father. Document it with pictures and videos. Because guess what? You know what mom is going to tell the judge? They told me they'd rather be with me. Oh, really? That's not what it says right here. They look like they're plenty happy right here. You understand what I'm saying? Document everything. The reason this is important, guys, is that as soon as your wife, as I say to goodbye to my Instagram crowd, no problem there, King Life. As soon as... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. As soon as your wife files for divorce, she starts the smear campaign immediately. Dude, listen. When your wife tells you she wants to divorce, her plan is already in place. She's already got her money saved. She's hired her attorney. She's got all of her lieutenants in place. She has her plan. She's ready. Dude, she's ready to hit the red button. She will try to paint you as a deadbeat dad who doesn't care about his kids, and she does this for the sole purpose of getting full custody, which entitles her to child support and government assistance, as well as the family home and the cars. She's going to tell, let's say you went through a week where you drank a lot. Oh, he's an alcoholic. Let's say you and your wife decided, let's go get cocaine from Crazy Billy from down the road and do cocaine. Right? She's going to accuse you of you've done drugs in this house. You've drank in this house. You beat me. She's going to accuse you of all sorts of shit, guys. Women know that what they say holds much more weight in both the court of law and in the court of public opinion. And they know that the court of public opinion heavily influences the court of law. Let me say that again. Women know that the court of public opinion heavily influences the court of law. This is why they use social media to beat you in court. So they'll say whatever they have to in order to curry favor with the public and the family court judge. They'll say, see, Your Honor, I posted this thing on Facebook or this thing on Instagram or Twitter that said that he was doing drugs. Right? They think that that's proof. Just because they say it, they think that makes it so. And in a lot of cases it is. Well, if she accused him of it, then it must be true. So when she says he threatened me, you can show screen grabs of the text conversation to prove your innocence. When she says he never does anything with the kids, you can show her all of the videos and all the pictures of you having fun with the kids. When she says he never buys anything for the kids, you can produce the receipts that shows you paying for school supplies, doctor's visits, meals, and anything else that you paid for. The court of public opinion and the court of law doesn't believe anything we say as men, but they believe everything a woman says, regardless of her lack of evidence. The only way to win against a smear campaign with a woman is to document everything. Phone calls, text messages, take pictures. Don't let her smear you. Document everything. Number 10. And this is the most important. This is the most important thing, because what this comes down to, okay, right? Like, there are a lot of men out there who get divorced, right? Guys, we like if I had a kid, I don't want to lose my kid, right? So if a guy had a choice, okay, your wife wants to divorce you. So if a judge said, all right, Mr. Sharp, you have two options. You can either give up, you can either do 50-50 custody, okay? And pay, you can either do 50-50 custody, no child support, or you can get full custody and pay alimony. Dude, I'm taking full custody and I'll pay the bitch alimony. Like, dude, money can be made. Time with your kids cannot. So your children are, listen, we can talk about, oh, she got my car, she got my money. Nah, man. What really hurts men is losing their fucking kids, man. I can only see my kids on weekends. Dude, that fucking sucks. Right? So now you're working all week, and then on weekends you can only see your kids when she's out getting fucked by, by everybody at the club. Right? Like, you don't want to lose your kids. You want to be able to keep your kids. So number 10, communicate with your children. Remember, your ex is going to start that smear campaign, guys. She's going to talk shit about you. She's going to lie about you. Okay? Guys, she's going to call you a drug addict. She's going to call you an abuser. She's going to say that you gambled. She's going to tell people that you're an alcoholic. She's going to tell people you're a bad father. She's going to tell people you yelled at her. She's going to tell her kids all of that stuff. Do not do the same thing. Guys, do not badmouth your soon-to-be ex-wife in front of your kids. You want to know why? Because they'll go back and they will tell her. And then she'll probably ask him, did dad say anything about me? Right? Women want to use everything they can to try to beat you in court. All right? Do not run a smear campaign. Don't talk shit about your wife to the kids. Okay? Don't ask your kids about what she's up to, guys. Guys, you don't want to know. You don't want to know about mommy's new friend, Uncle Bobby. You don't want to know that your ex-wife is fucking the guy that you got cocaine from 2 years back. You don't want to know that stuff. Don't ask your kids that. Don't ask them about what she's saying about you. And if they start to tell you that stuff, say, listen, I don't need to hear about that stuff, guys. Be very respectful to listen, no. Donovan Jr., DJ, don't need to hear about that stuff. Come on, let's go play outside. Let's go get some ice cream. If you talk shit about her, she will use that against you. Shout out to Vernon Norfleet, who just subscribed. But make sure your children know that you love them and show them that you love them, guys. Communicate to them that the divorce is not their fault. Guys, this is important. If you communicate to your kid, see, here's the thing, man. If they ask why mommy and daddy split up, tell them it's complicated. And I'll explain it when you're older. Well, is it mommy's fault? No, sweetheart, it's nobody's fault. It's complicated. I'll explain this to you when we're older. It's not mommy's fault. It's not daddy's fault. It's just, listen, your mommy and I just decided to split up, and that's that. But just understand that mommy and daddy, we still love you. Do you hate mommy? No, I don't hate mommy, but I love you. Yeah, you have to keep it vague, guys. Okay? This is where you have to take the high road. And guys, listen. This is coming from a man who has a temper problem, okay? If a bitch is gonna talk shit about me, you best believe I'm gonna talk shit about this bitch, right? But this is where you have to exercise temperance and self-control. Take the high road. Gentlemen, kids aren't stupid, okay? Mom may influence them to some degree, okay, with what they say, but single mothers, guys, at the end of the day, are terrible moms. They're selfish, and they behave badly, and kids pick up on this stuff fairly easily. Shout out to TJ with 4.99. I don't know what that symbol is. Boy, all kinds of currency coming in today. Okay? If you are the parent who acts responsibly, if you're the parent who acts rationally and doesn't talk shit about the other parents, they will see this for themselves. Guys, you have to give your kids a little more credit as far as their intelligence goes. They know the difference between a good parent and a bad one. They might not realize it right away, but they will down the road. They'll replay everything in their minds and they will act accordingly. Now, here's something else you have to understand. Your ex is going to, your soon-to-be ex-wife, she's going to try to spoil them by buying them things, giving them money, not disciplining them, and telling the courts that you're mean, right? When you try to discipline your own kids. She'll do everything in her best interest as far as the courts are concerned. But she never has her kids' best interest at heart because she is using them as a means to an end. And again, kids pick up on this stuff, guys. They're not stupid. Yes, they like toys and gifts and ice cream and not having to go to bed early and having pizza for breakfast and getting whatever they want. But when they see mom's face on the phone all the time and not paying attention to them, when they see mom leaving them at home by themselves to go off and fuck Billy the cocaine dealer for an hour, okay, they get the picture very quickly. Continue to be a good father and everything will take care of itself. At the end of the day, guys, there's no silver bullet for divorce. Okay. Like I said like I said at the top of the show, the deck is heavily stacked against men. And listen, it's honestly a shame that avoiding financial ruin in any given divorce is considered a win for men in divorce, while it's an epic failure for women, but this is just how it is. As shitty as this is, guys, it is important for us to realize that we can completely avoid getting fucked over by the system in divorce court. You're going to have to do some work. You're going to have to do your due diligence. You're going to have to hire the right attorney. It's going to take some effort, and it's going to take some money, guys. Again, you're not getting out of this financially unscathed. All of the advice that I gave you, this is going to cost you some money. Okay? You can't hire a $100 an hour divorce attorney who's a man and expect to keep your assets. Nah, man, you're going to have to pay some cheese. But if you keep these 10 things in the front of your mind and apply them accordingly and consistently, you'll keep from getting got from your slut of your soon-to-be ex-wife. Don't let that bitch win, guys. Protect yourself. Put in the work and exercise temperance and discipline. Don't be lazy. Because when she crashes and burns, and she will, you can drive by that wreckage with your hotter, tighter, younger, childless girlfriend and laugh all the way to the beach. Guys, be sure to add me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram and Gab. Do a search for Donovan Sharp on all 3 platforms. Be sure to like my podcast page, TSR Live with Donovan Sharp on Facebook. You can find all previous episodes of TSR Live on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, the Google Play app on your mobile device, and of course right here on YouTube. Go to Donovan Sharp for all things Donovan Sharp. There you can access past episodes, the 200 articles I've had published on Return of Kings and NegroManosphere.com, and you can sign up for my weekly newsletter at the bottom of the page. Guys, be sure to like the video and share it. This really, really helps us out and increases our profile. It gets us new fans and listeners and helps us grow. If you don't have the cash to contribute financially, you can still help out by liking the video and sharing it. Guys, if you want your best beard ever, go to 1821manmade.com. My beard has never looked, felt, or smelled better, and it's easily as healthy as it's ever been, and it's all thanks to the paste, the pomade, and the clay from 1821manmade.com. The only way to tighten up your beard game is 1821manmade.com. Sir Trix-a-Lot says, can you do a video on the wreckage? I'm getting a lot of requests for videos from you guys in the chat. If you have a video, if you have a request, like and I'll go ahead and put it to you this way. If you see an article or a video or a blog post or anything that has red pill implications, send those to me via Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger. If you have a question, a comment, a show idea, or a personal story you'd like to share, go to the contact tab on donovansharp.com. So Sir Trix-a-Lot asked, can you do a video on the wreckage? Again, see, Toya and St. Clair, can you do a video on women at work? Guys, quit asking me, quit putting in video requests in the chat. Guys, I'm not copying and pasting this. If you have a show request, submit it to me either via Patreon or go to donovansharp.com on the contact tab. I'm not taking notes. Like, my hands are tied here. Yeah, exactly. And when you have a show request, you, just like Sharp Assist says, guys, you have to be a little bit more specific. You can't say, hey, can you do a video on how to get laid? Yeah, start from episode 1 of TSR Live at Donovan Sharp and work all the way up to episode 233. There's your answer. Don't tell me, hey, do a show on... No. Quit with the fucking show requests in the chat. That's being lazy. Get your lazy ass to donovansharp.com, fill out the fucking form, and make the request. I'm not going to answer your request in the chat, guys. You guys are killing me. Hell of a show today. 106 people watching. Bang Bang Lemon. Okay, Bang Bang Lemon, you're asking too many questions not to donate or super chat. Right? Like, I don't mind answering questions. And again, today is kind of a weird episode because I don't have access to the past chats. I certainly don't mind answering questions, but if you have a question, okay, super chat it. 50 cents, $1, $5, $10, $100, whatever the case. Hey, there we are. All right, cool. Hang on. So it looks like my channel is back up and running. Oh, hang on. Yeah, if you have a question, please super chat your questions, guys. The show has grown. All right, very good. Now let me see if I can... Hey, there we go. So now I'm going to be able to go back into the into the archive here. All right, very good. It looks like YouTube was just a little bit glitchy. And now I can access the... Okay. Retro Fan says, first mistake, putting your relationship status on social media, right? Relationship status. Got a girlfriend. What? She's going to be like, oh, no, fuck that. He's got to pay for that. Freelance Ronan says, I think getting off of social media for 6 months should be a red pill requirement. Social media saps even more mental clarity from blue pill addicted males, married or unmarried. Totally agree. Totally agree. Sharp Assist says, no one I know regrets dropping Facebook. Well, that's a good... K-Zagan 20 says, that saved me a court having proof of text messaging. Sir Trix-a-Lot says, my sibling needs to see this, right? I love it. Reginald Dove says, read the 48 Laws of Power, 33 Laws of War. Totally agree. K-Zagan 20 says, they will hit you with them fake tears in court. He said, having flashbacks. Nigga, you stupid. Listen, here's the deal. As far as women are concerned, when they're tears, if there is someone else present while she is crying, those tears are fake. The only time a woman's tears are genuine is when she is by herself and there is no audience. If there is someone around, those fucking crocodile tears. Sharp Assist, good advice. Have a divorce talk with the kids together. There you go. Good. Wow, Sharp Assist says average divorce is $10,000 for no-fault divorce for homeowners with kids. God damn. I guess Sharp Assist is speaking from experience. God damn, $10. Dude, my divorce cost $112. It was a no-fault divorce. I didn't have any money. We didn't have any kids. We were good. Ah, Lewis Key! Lewis Key says, it's official. We have a new character, Billy the Cocaine Dealer. Yes, I love it. Billy the Cocaine Dealer. All right, so let's go through it, right? That's great. I love it. That just came to me. So we have the girl, right? We got the girl. Oh my God. Then we have the KKK guy. All niggers must die. Fuck y'all niggers. Then we have Beta Donovan. Oh my God, she loves me. She'll let me see her titties. Right? We have Kevin and Sales, who I haven't figured out what the voice is yet. And now we have Billy the Cocaine Dealer. That is fucking classic. Lewis, you know what, man? Lewis Key's been in here for a while. He's donated. Welcome, Lewis Key, TSR Tower's newest moderator. Fucking brilliant. Billy the Cocaine Dealer. That's who your girl is going to be fucking too, right? She's going to be fucking Billy the Cocaine Dealer. She's going to be fucking Kevin in Sales at work, and then she's going to be fucking Billy the Cocaine Dealer. Man, that's fucking good. Toyan Saint Hilaire says, hi from England. Listen to all your videos, and it's completely changed my relationship. My girlfriend even likes your content and agrees. Oh, okay. Well, appreciate that. All right. Very, very good. Billy the Toy in St. Clair says, Kevin in Sales is my hero. Guys, listen, I was talking to Miami J over the weekend, man, and I'm trying to get the voice together for Kevin in Sales. I can't, it just has to come. Like, I've worked on it, and I don't know, I can't do, I'm gonna have to come up with a Billy the Cocaine Dealer, voice. It'll have to be some loser, so, how much do you want? I got an 8-ball. Got an 8-ball for $100. Give me some head. This is great. Billy the Coke Dealer. Zach Brown says, oh, Vernon Norfleet donating $2 through Super Chat. Appreciate that. Freelance Running says, we need more Hotep Donovan, all right? Everybody wants to be Kevin in Sales, says Zach Brown. Of course, we all want to be Kevin in Sales. Billy the Coke Dealer. Oh, that's fucking great. I swear to God, man, I mentioned something twice. You guys are on it, dude. Vernon Norfleet says Donovan is right regarding alimony. Alimony is a tax deduction. Child support is not. 50% custody and pay alimony. There you go. There you go. Sir Trix-a-Lot says the voice you use for selling your products is Kevin in sales. There you go. That's actually a pretty good one. Just be over enthusiastic about selling something. You know, Sally, I drive a Ferrari I got with my bonus last month. How about we go take a ride? I'll take you to lunch. My treat. That's Kevin in sales. The cocky, rich, arrogant motherfucker with the Ferrari. I did not know that child support could be a tax deduction. Say what? God damn. God knows I need tax deductions these days. They hate single, responsible motherfuckers like me. Razor Sharp says, I think Kevin and Sale should get the British accent. Maybe. It's gotta, I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Billy the Coke dealer. Oh, that's a good one. All right, guys, I got BJJ in a half an hour. My thanks to all of my contributors. Tim Jefferson with the $5 super chat. Freelance Runner with the $5 donation. AR4 with 10 PLNs. Shanzir with with 22 NOKs. Forgive me, guys. I don't know what any of these currencies are. I've traveled the world, but you know, I'm just not up on this stuff. TJ with $4.99. That looks like a euro, maybe 4.99 euros. And of course, Vernon Norfleet with the $2 super chat. I am off to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I will talk to you guys in 22 hours and 18 minutes. Thanks for watching.